Hello sweeties, guess what? Today is my 300th birthday, so I'm expecting truckloads of very large expensive presents. Just thought I'd mention that. Happy birthday to me! All that aside, this is a fairly fabulous week. The planets are all moving forward and the energies are shifting into a much happier space. We're slowly becoming more social at last, and much more important, we're slowly beginning to accept each other's complete madness. Once we realize that everyone is as nuts as everyone else, we'll all get along so much better. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share and all that stuff. Let's get to the stars. Pisces, my little sugar plum. Are you in one of those frantic moods where you're hanging on to everything that makes you feel even vaguely safe? Bad idea. You know that thing, if you love something, set it free, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's your saying for the week. Let it go. Let everything in your life find its own way. I mean, money, for example, it's an energy that can only flow when it has a clear passage. Sticking it in a box under your bed and you'll definitely end up broke. So invite money into your life, make it welcome, and let it come in from any direction. Meanwhile, focus your attention on a brand new lover who's lurking about out there. Of course, if you're already involved, just do something wildly romantic. But if your heart is available, get your hat and coat. Love is knocking on the door. Yum! That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little strawberry tart. Have you convinced yourself that you're responsible for everyone else's happiness? Well, if you just calm down for a sec, you'll realize how unbelievably moronic that sounds. How can you possibly make someone else happy? You might help lift their energy for a while by being around, but as soon as you leave, they're back with themselves and their own drama. So the only thing you can be truly responsible for is your own happiness. Make yourself happy first, and then sure, take care of the others when you're in a better space. And a better space this week comes from some really interesting new money-making prospects. So stay alert. You could make some real money now. You just have to believe you're worth it. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little rosebud, you're looking fantastic, feeling like a superhero. All the really great planets are with you, and the others are pretty much doing as they're told, more or less. You're saying what you mean for a change and making all the right moves. The love life's taking a bit of a sideways swerve, but that just makes it all the more interesting. You know how quickly you tire of predictable love affairs. In fact, you might just have met someone who can keep you happy without giving in to all your bullshit. And while you're thinking about that, distract yourself with a very different look at your finances. There's money to be made, but only if you're smart enough to pick up the clues, which, as everyone knows, you obviously are. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little banana fritter, you're wondering whether you can keep up with all the madness that surrounds you. Don't even try. Just go with it. The point is, your talents are being tested, and you're being offered the chances that you've secretly longed for, but you've always been terrified to try. As with most challenges, though, fear always threatens to stop success. Remember, the fears are always much greater than the reality, always. So just keep telling yourself you deserve the best until you actually believe it. Think about the kind of career you'd love to have. Invite it in. It's time for a change, or at least an adventure. Change is coming whether you like it or not, so you might as well make it fun. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little butterfly, yet again you're battling with all that inner conflict and turmoil. You're terrified of giving up your independence because, amazingly, you still think you're in charge of your life. Oh, you're not. But you are in charge of your choices. Your real problem is that you're afraid of success, amazingly. You'd love a great relationship, but you're focused on what you'd lose instead of what you'd gain. You'd love some business success, but you're terrified of the pressure of maintaining it. This is all garbage. The fact is you think too much. You're talented and fabulous and you have lots to offer. Just get out there and start anyway. The universe always applauds action. The minute you get off your butt, you'll have help. And you are never alone. Not for a minute. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little pussycat, whatever you've been doing with your money, keep doing it. Something is about to pay off. Not hugely, but definitely enough to make you smile. The money planets are moving really fast though, so vary your approach and try different things. And while you're feeling so impressed with yourself, how about booking a weekend away with someone gorgeous? The true love planets aren't great at the moment, but there's plenty of room for wild passion and wicked behavior. All that aside, keep in mind that it's those wonderful instincts rather than the reams of carefully prepared notes that are likely to score points, especially at work. Trust yourself, you're making magic now. You'll have to watch your health though if you're hoping your energy to keep going. Less tequila, more broccoli. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little watermelon, you're sensitive enough to tune into the forces of change around you. Now, how are you planning to respond? For a start, you'll have to promise yourself a lot more fun. And secondly, attention to budgets and investments will save you months of anxiety later, tedious. And thirdly, you have to review the way you relate to everybody else. Those enormous expectations have got to go. You'll have to learn to love them just the way they are. Not that you need to let yourself be walked all over. Love is only interesting when something is actually happening. So say what you need to. Remember, creativity and emotion live in the same place. One can't function without the other. So, as soon as you've kissed everyone better, you can get back to unearthing your creative genius. What have you always wanted to do? Share it with the world. This is your big chance. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little cream donut, is this you suddenly transforming into one of those deranged capitalists, putting money and success above love and happiness? Have you been spotted buying an actual briefcase? Well, just for once, this might not be a bad idea. You might even master some real practical skills and maybe even learn to live in the real world for a moment or two. Still, give yourself a little time to catch up on the bits you've missed. You know what you're like. If something doesn't work in the first 5 minutes, you give up and walk away. Enough of that. This could be a good time to take a course in something that interests you. Being talented is great, but you might need some basic skills to get your ideas off the ground. Luck is around, travel's around. If you're going somewhere, take notes. Learn as you go. You'll soon get the hang. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little maniac. Make this your rule for the week. You will not argue with anyone, especially lovers, about money. That aside, clear your diary. The planets have arranged themselves around your needs. So go ahead, buy things, accept invitations, indulge your mad weaknesses. None of that hiding from the world in case you inadvertently reveal a tiny flaw, heaven forbid. In fact, how about a dinner party? That'll give you a chance to show off your endless talents. And don't fret about having too good a time. Punishment is always available if you really want it. Either way, by Friday, you'll be feeling much more pleased with yourself. The planets are slowly moving in your direction, improving your life as they go. Just make the most. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little leprechaun, are you fretting about work? No need for that. The fact is, you're almost back on track, and your life is finally starting to make some sense. Not your love life, obviously, but you can't have everything. You're patient and focused and ready to make tough choices. This is marvelous. It's almost time to charge ahead with the next project. Just keep in mind that there are times to keep that big mouth shut. Most times, actually. You know what you want and you're getting it. There's no need to upset half the planet on the way there. So for now, go get some exercise. You've been sitting around staring into space for far too long. Take a step. The universe will rush after you with all the help you need. You'll see. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little Labrador, are you finding all this time alone has left you with two distinct personalities, which is kind of weird. One is ultra sensitive, needs lots of alone time, mostly calm and well behaved. And then there's the other guy, the one with information, leadership skills, wild passion, lots of things to say and lots of emotion to say it with. And that's fine as long as you understand which personality to call on at which moment. The truth is both sides are useful and both sides amazingly are after the same thing, a better life for everyone. So if you can just keep that giant controlling ego in its place, you know what I'm talking about, you might even get what you want. Ask for help if you need it. The fans are queuing up, changes are coming, and interestingly, there's a new love at the door for a start if you're keen, or a new adventure, whatever grabs you. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little kangaroo, just ask yourself this. Are you the one causing all the drama? It's not that you mean to. It's just that you always go charging into the fray without checking to see where you're actually going. So patience is the clue, as in you don't have any. So just get this into your head. You'll feel crowded this week, no space. Find ways to help out whoever's turning up on your doorstep, but focus on the grand plan, which is still amazingly out there. And whenever it gets all too much, go have a drink with a buddy. Your personal life is doing really well for a change, so don't argue with that. Go have some fun. That fabulous mind always works a lot better when you've had a mindless giggle about how insane the world is. That's it for Aquarius. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. This is the perfect time to start believing in your own magic and to make something fabulous happen. So whenever you're out there in the world, protect yourself in a bubble of flames or silver and ask your angels to help you. And keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. Now, if you'd like to subscribe or share or like or whatever, just press the button. It's free. And have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's really important. Bye now.